In the past, I've thought about this plenty of time, and it's something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, but it's one of them things where it's just that I didn't really know like the proper, I'll say, I didn't really find anybody that I've knew like mess around with Mopar like that besides. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. We got some exciting news coming up for the Ram, and I've mentioned this before in my previous videos, and I'm gonna obviously now in this video, that's what I'm gonna be talking about today, and pretty much giving you guys exactly what is pretty much everything that's gonna be coming along with the truck itself. So this truck. I am getting I'm fully right now pretty much gonna be getting like the custom tune for the Ram, and we are not just going with just a flash tune or something like that, but this is gonna be an actual custom tune with the engine, also with the transmission being fully custom tune. So this is something I have talked about this before, but I haven't really talked about the reason behind like why I'm going to be getting a custom tune for this truck. But so in the past, I've thought about this plenty of time, and it's something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, but it's one of them things where it's just that I didn't really know like the proper, I'll say, I didn't really find anybody that I've knew like mess around with Mopar like that besides. I know like there's Hemi Fever, and then also I know that there's also Grainy Racing or something like that. That's his name, I think. Jay Grain. Yeah, Jay Grain, my bad. Jay Grain. Those are the two, and those are the two that I've heard of, and stuff that molds Ram and stuff, get accustomed to them from. But I recently came across one I recently came across I wouldn't say they not far away from, they're not in the same state as me, but they're probably at least like an hour, 2 hours away from me, and they pretty much do custom tune on Mopars. And this was somebody who actually referred me to this page, their page. It was another tuner that referred me to them, because he doesn't mess with Mopar, and these guys actually mess with Mopar. And I'm saying they are one of the, I'll say from seeing my reviews, definitely could say they are one of the best. And that's who I decided to pretty much go with getting the Ram tune. But yeah, these guys are called MG Tuning LLC on Instagram. If you guys are wondering and stuff like that, that's the name. You guys could check out their Instagram and stuff. But I've seen a lot of, they tune a lot of fast Mopar cars and stuff like that. So now, the reason why I'm actually, even though I was saying I did not really I was gonna wait till later on, and actually because due to the fact that the truck is gonna begin a full pretty much makeover, such as doing a swap and stuff. But it doesn't really matter, because doing a custom tune is pretty much just it's not like I wouldn't be able to use it once I do the swap. I'm still gonna be able to use the tune. They don't want to be tuning my truck. And pretty much what I could say, to be honest, what I could say is that is a very huge exciting news. Like, I'm telling you guys, like, because this is my first time ever in my life. I have owned a vehicle before that had custom tune before on it, but I bought it like that. But I'm saying, like, this is like my first time ever in my life actually paying to get a vehicle that I bought stock on a custom tune. This is not just a regular, I'm not saying this is a flash tune or something like where you just flash like the PCM, send it out, get it flash, put it back into the car. this is actually like transmission and engine tune, where it comes with the wideband. They're gonna be able to see everything, track everything, and whatever I decide that I want to get improved, later on down the line, he could be able to tune it to that spec and stuff like that. But this is like a huge news because this truck, I'm really trying to see. I'm not trying to push. The thing is, I'm not trying to push this truck to the limit because this is my daily driver, and this truck has I think the RFE or something like that transmission. This is not the 8HP 70, I believe, trans. This is a 6-speed transmission in here. I don't know anything like about. All I know is that if you push these transmission to a certain limit, they're gonna give up on you. It's not like the 8-speed transmission where you could do a lot of things to it on a stock, such and such on stock. You could do a lot of bolt-on mods and stuff, throw a lot of mods at it. It's not gonna give up on you right away. But these, like the 6-speed transmission in these trucks, very, very fragile, and I'm not trying to go down that route, even though I'm gonna be doing like a swap and stuff next year. But right now, just to see what the truck with the custom tune, probably gonna do a little bolt-on stuff, but nothing too crazy. Because once again, like I stated, I'm not trying to have any kind of issue with the transmission due to the fact because this truck already, like if you guys don't know, when I bought this truck I had a warranty on this truck, thankfully, and the dealership, he did warn me that he did told me that it had to get replaced at some point, but they had to replace the torque converter on this truck. And one thing I could say, I was kind of sketched at first when that happened because I thought it was kind of like I'm kind of like screwed again once again, but they actually took care of that for me. Took care of that without me paying anything. So I just don't want to go down the route of me effing up with the trans, doing all kind of crazy stuff to the truck. And one of the facts, another thing too, is because this truck, like I'm not keeping the 5.7 Hemi for a long time in this truck, so I'm not gonna do a lot of like camshaft. I'm not about to spend like probably $4 or 5 grand on like getting like a custom cam, and then knowing that the engine itself has 152,000 miles on there, and then what if that's another what if too, this can happen. But just trying to play it, take it a safe route, trying to be safe, but still want to be able to enjoy the truck. So the custom tune is what's gonna be happening to this truck. Within a couple weeks, I should have everything. Within a couple weeks, have everything. I'm gonna install everything on the truck, and then that's gonna really, like, to say though, I really want to really see. I know it's gonna be a huge comparison, but I'm really trying to see what's gonna change up with this truck, like, because right now, I'll be honest, the truck ain't the fastest, but it does look good. Don't really burn any kind of wheels like that with this truck yet, because I do got to do I want to upgrade the gears on this truck. That's another thing before the year end. I want to upgrade the gears on the truck. Definitely be fully ready when it's time for me to do like the swap with some stuff. But the custom tune is something that I've been waiting to do for a pretty long time. And just the thing is just finding, I've been seeing a lot of, different places and stuff like that does tuning and stuff on these trucks, but finding these guys on Instagram, well, getting referral by it, and finding these guys on Instagram was a huge thing for me because I seen that they also had like these Rams. They mess around with a lot of Rams too. And they had, I think, like a fast Ram truck that they also did a custom tune on, and that thing was kind of crazy, man. Like, you'll be surprised though. Like, one thing I could say, you'll be surprised on what an actual tune itself can do to a stock car, like stock car or stock truck. Even though the fact that there's not no real mods done to it yet, but a tune could really like spice thing up on a truck or car. That's why even if you don't have any kind of mods done to it, it's like I always recommend that you do add mods. And the fact too, when we get this, when I get the tune, the truck is gonna be running on a higher gas. I'm not gonna be on 87 no more. I'm gonna be running. I think he told me 90 or 91, somewhere around there. So that's another good thing, because these, I did mention in the past before, these Ram 1500, like the Ram 1500 with the 5.7 Hemi, they do recommend them to have to run on pretty much, I think 90, 91 or something like that, or 90. I'm not too sure, but it is recommended. That's what you're supposed to be putting in this truck. Like, they run a lot better and all that stuff. But this custom tune I'm gonna have, that's what I'm gonna be running instead of the 87 gas. 87 is not bad, but it's just that, Dodge or Ram recommend that these trucks to, for you to run, I think 90 or 91 or something like that. But that's the news I have for you guys, man. My goal, man, is I'm trying to keep I'm gonna keep my goal of me keeping this truck for the long term, because I have a YouTube channel also, and continue to build this truck so you guys could be able to see everything that I have in mind for this truck. So you guys want to make sure you just keep supporting the channel. Stick around. I would definitely appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Peace out.